Reaching across your body is something that is commonly difficult for people who have shoulder pain. And in this video, I'm going to describe why you have trouble reaching across your body if you have shoulder pain, plus simple tips that you can use to reach across your body more comfortably without your shoulder hurting. First of all, why does it hurt to reach across your body? When you have a shoulder that is a little bit stiff in the back, when you reach across your body, it brings the ball of the shoulder a little bit forward in the socket. If you picture it kind of like a golf ball sitting on a golf tee, when you reach across your body, if that ball rotates in the socket like that, then things work pretty well. If the ball kind of glides forward, then you're put at risk for pinching the rotator cuff tendons as you reach across your body. There's a little hook of bone that comes off of your shoulder blade called the coracoid process. And as you reach across your body, if the ball is gliding too far forward, it can pinch those rotator cuff tendons up against that coracoid process, which isn't really comfortable. So there are two tips that you can use to be able to reach across your body more comfortably without your shoulder hurting. The first is that you want that ball to be able to stay centered in the socket. And if the back part of your shoulder, the rotator cuff tendons and the capsule in the back of your shoulder is too stiff or too tight, then that ball is going to get pushed forwards as you reach across your body. So you want that ball, as you bring your arm across this way, you want the ball to be able to glide backwards in the joint so that it stays centered in the socket and you don't pinch it up against that hook of bone on the front of your shoulder blade. So how do you do that? Well, there are several ways that you can do it. One stretch that people commonly do is reaching across their body like that. But if that's the thing that hurts you, you don't want to go further into that pain and irritate things. Now you can do a modified version of that where you put your other hand right there and you just practice reaching across as far as you feel comfortable going, or you can stand up against a wall and kind of push up against it like that. There's also another version of an exercise called a sleeper stretch. And I've got a modified version of that one as well, where you lay on your side and you kind of rotate your arm in that way. And for more specifics on that, I'll link you to the video that shows that exercise. But tip number one is you want to loosen up the back part of your shoulder so that you can keep the ball centered in the socket and help it glide backwards more. So what are some other ways that you can do that? You can put a tennis ball behind the shoulder, and you'll have to find the sore areas. Sometimes it's right behind the shoulder. A lot of times it's actually on the shoulder blade where your rotator cuff muscles are. And if you put that either up against a ball and up against a wall and roll the ball on it or hold the ball on the sore area, that can be something that is helpful. You can also put it down on the floor and lay and roll around and find that sore spot on your shoulder blade and just put the tennis ball right there. Now, what's the other tip that you can use to reach across your body more comfortably? Well, remember I told you there's a hook of bone on your shoulder blade that you kind of run into as you reach across your body. You shouldn't reach across your body with an axis of rotation just at the shoulder joint. The shoulder blade should actually come along forward with it so that you're moving that hook of bone along with your arm. And so the axis of rotation isn't right here at the shoulder joint. You actually want to move the whole shoulder blade around your body as you're reaching across so that it's not just an arm movement, but it's a shoulder blade and arm movement combined. And when you do that, you move that hook of bone out of the way so that you can reach across your body more comfortably. So again, just to review, the two tips that you want to use to be able to reach across your body without your shoulder hurting are to loosen up the back part of the shoulder, either through reaching across your body with a little bit of pressure on the front, doing the sleeper stretch on your side, again, refer to that other video for that, or putting a tennis ball or a racket ball on the muscles behind your shoulder so that you loosen up the shoulder joint. Now, you can also get physical therapy where your therapist will do some manual therapy to release those muscles, kind of like the tennis ball, or to press on the shoulder joint with their hands, and usually someone else can get a little better pressure than you can on your own. So if you do need help for that, we'd be happy to help you out with that and more for life. Just contact our office and we'll get you scheduled for an appointment. Now, tip number two, just to review, is moving the shoulder blade and arm across your body together so that it's not just an arm movement, but it's shoulder and arm together. So hopefully you find those tips helpful and they help you to be able to reach across your body more comfortably. And if you found that helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our future videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.